श्रीमान वेंकटनाथार्य कवितार्किक केसरी वेदांताचार्य वर्ग्यो मे सन्निधत्तां सदा हृदि श्रीवासरंग परकाल मुनित्रयाप्त लक्ष्मात्मरक्षणैतिद्युगागमान्तम् आचार्य भक्ति परिपूतमनर्गशीलं गोपाल देशिक मुनिं गुरुमाश्रयामः पराशर मुनिं वन्दे कतपूर्वान्निकक्रियं मैत्रेय परिपप्रच्छ प्रणिबध्याभिवाद्य च. So it's our great bhagyam that we have been given this opportunity to have a glance at Sri Vishnu Puranam for the past almost 56 weeks. And the Vishnu Puranam is so vast and deep and so highly philosophical, lot of contents, and it's a Sattvic Puranam. It's one of the 6 Sattvika Puranams, and sage Parasara, who is none other than the grandson of sage Vasishta, is the one who blessed us with this Vishnu Puranam, also by the anugraham of sage Pulastya. So sage Pulastya and sage Vasishta blessed sage Parasara when he was only 16 years old, that at the right time he would be blessed with the jnanam to know exactly what's the creation, srishti and everything else. So it's our great fortune and blessing to come to the conclusion this week. So we have been enjoying, and now in the end of Vishnu Puranam, sage Parasara explains the word Bhagavan. Bhagavan Vasudeva. Vasudeva means Sarvatra Ayam Vasati. Sarvan Asmin Vasati. He in which everything else resides. And he who resides in everything and everyone else. And that is Vasudeva. And also Bhagavan means, it defines the one who has 6 gunas. Jnanam, Balam, Aishwaryam, Viryam, Shakti, Tejas. Jnanam, Balam, Aishwaryam, Viryam, Shakti, Tejas. These 6 attributes derive the name Bhagavan. So Bhaga, which essentially means Jnana, Shakti, Bala, Aishwarya, Virya, Tejas. There is no wrong or defect in Bhagavan. He is Akhilaheya Pratyanikan. Akhilaheya Pratyanikan means the one who is devoid of all imperfections. Unlike us, we are full of imperfections. Rarely we find some auspiciousness in us. Whereas he is always Pavitranam Pavitramyo Mangalanam Cha Mangalam. He is Parama Pavitran, Parama Mangalam. And these 6 gunas completely are appropriate for him. So, in the previous days, in the Janaka Vamsham, see, the Sita's father is called Janaka, but Janaka is not his name, it is the Vamsham. Janaka is a lineage, and in that Janaka Vamsham, there was a king by name Dharmadwaja, and that Dharmadwaja had 2 sons. Yes, the sons' names were Mitadwaja and Kritadwaja. 2 sons. Don't worry if you are not able to remember the name. What's important is the following. So the Kritadwaja was interested in acquiring Vedanta Jnana, and his son Keshidwaja also was interested in acquiring Vedanta Jnana. Whereas his brother Mitadwaja's son Kandikya, he was interested to become a king. He wanted to perform Karma Yoga. He wanted to have the unison with God through Karma Yoga. So both Kandikya and Keshidwaja, they are cousins. Their fathers are brothers. So far so good. Now Kandikya was eventually, because both were vying for the kingdom, and Kandikya eventually lost his kingdom to Keshidwaja, and he went off to the forest because he lost his kingdom. Keshidwaja became the king. So also Keshidwaja became a king. He was quite a virtuous king, because he wanted to acquire jnanam, Vedanta jnanam. So while he was ruling as a king, he also wanted to perform yagam, yajnam, just what those days the Kshatriyas used to. So he was performing yaga yajnam. And this Keshidwaja, even though he knew Parabrahmam, he wanted to perform upasanam for Parabrahmam, he was doing yaga. And while he was doing the yagam, there was a cow which was useful to milk and then used for the yaga yajna, for Tirvaradhana during the yajna. So in the yagam there is a ritual called pravargyam, in which the ghee has to be offered, and for that the milk is to be obtained. And he had a cow who used to give copious milk. So one day the yagam was going on, and one day the cow, he was doing this outskirts of the kingdom, which is like a forest. So one day while the Keshidwajar was performing yagam, the cow which was supposed to be used for the yajna to get milk, it was killed by a tiger at night. So now Keshidwaja does not know what to do. His yagam will be stopped. He cannot get ghee because there was no shop, Avin shop, where he can buy ghee, and there was no Amazon, all that. So he asked several sages what should be the prayaschittam, parikara, the form of penance for him to atone, for him to seek forgiveness for this papam. And these sages said they do not know, because this is a rare phenomenon. So, but he said the right person to ask this is none other than Kandikya, his cousin, who is now living in the deep, dense forest, along with his ministers who went with him. So, but Keshidwaja is the one who conquered this Kandikya during his earlier years, and he got the kingdom. So Keshidwaja dressed himself with a mantol, the deer skin, because he did not want to divulge that he is Keshidwaja. He closed his head, his face, and he just had his eyes visible, and he closed like a blanket, and then he approached Chandikya, thinking that Keshidwaja has come to kill him. Kandikya knew that just by looking at his eye, he knew who it is. So Kandikya took up his bow and the arrow to kill him, because he approached his hermitage, his ashram. So Keshidwaja said, "Stop. I have not come to kill you. Otherwise, why would I come directly? Why would I face you? I want to learn this. I've come to ask you a question which you only are supposed to know," the sages say. And Kandikya said he could not believe first. He went and contacted his ministers, and ministers said, No, don't believe him. Just kill him and take the kingdom, so that you will be with Aishwaryam. You can run, you can rule as a king. That's what you are born for. And you can do karma yogam, and you can achieve the same through karma jnana bhakti yogam. So the ministers advised him. He laughed. He said, one, he wanted to perform yajna. The yajna was stopped not because of him, but due to unforeseen circumstances. Now he sought a reply, a prayaschittam, he should do. And I know it. If I tell that he would go and perform, finish this yajna. And if I tell that, it is a positive stroke in the eyes of the Supreme Almighty, that I have helped my enemy, given the knowledge, the path to spiritual knowledge. So, I would also get paralokam, and the God will bless me. Okay, if he kills me, then it is he who has committed the papam. And if I kill him and get the kingdom, I would only be happy in this birth. But he had come with a quest for learning. And if I kill him, it's wrong, it's a sin. So the God will punish me in the upper world. He may give the kingdom in this world. So in both occasions, if I teach him or if I tell him the prayashchittam, the parikaram, I would be fortunate. Even if he wants to kill me, let him go ahead. So he went back and Kandikya desired that Keshidwaja should be taught. So Kandikya told him what the right penance was. And Keshidwaja went back and successfully completed the yajna. Then he realized the yajna was finished, and Keshidwaja finished his yajna, and then he gave danam for all the people there and the ministers, sages, everyone, danam, because it was successfully completed. But then he had a guilt, a sense of guilt in his mind. Why? Because Kandikya is the one who helped him to get the right parikara. And he should also pay his gratitude. He should also thank him. He should also give him something. So he went and told Kandikya, with your grace, with your blessings, by your teaching me, in spite of my conquering you and depriving you of the kingdom, you taught me. And hence my yajna was finished. So I would like to thank you by giving something which you want. What is it that you want? Ask me for a dakshina. I will give you the dakshina because you are my guru. So Kandikya said, as a dakshina, I want you what you learnt from your father, the Vedanta, the spiritual knowledge. And that is what I would like to have. So the spiritual knowledge, I was not aware. I am only aware of the yogam. And hence, you should teach me the spiritual knowledge. So, Keshidwaja told Kandikya about the true nature of Atman. He explained the Vedanta, which is the Deham, which is a very good thing in which Vishnu Puranam talks about. So, he mentions that all of us, including you, Kandikya, that are confused and misled with an illusion that this shariram, this body, is the Atma. And we work, we eat, we function, we use our limbs, we use our five senses, all for the satisfaction, for the accomplishment of the desires and to gratify the body needs. The body needs, whether it's eating, drinking, or whatever. It's all for the body. And we should first think that we are different from the body. We have taken up this shariram as a cloth, as a shirt. The Atma is eternal. It is never born, it never dies. The Atma is from the puru, from the worm, from the insect, right up to Chaturmukha Brahma, from the Brahma. Everybody is the same. The Atma is the same. Same in the sense, it's not one Atma, it is several infinite number of Atmas, but they are all of the same nature. They are all not born, not dead. So, these Atmas are never born, never die. And that's what Gita, Krishna also says when he was consoling Arjuna Don't get confused that you are killing your cousins, your grandfather, your acharyan. Don't worry. They are already dead. They are already destined to die. And you cannot kill an Atma. Nobody can kill the Atma. Atma can never be burnt or killed. That we should remember. It's easier said than done. Do I remember? No. After finishing the lecture, I go and start eating, gobbling, drinking coffee. Because Shariram, I think Dehame Atma. Shariram is Atma. So, the true knowledge is that Atma is different from Shariram. The more and more you think of it, the more and more you dissociate yourself from the body. Then if somebody tells me you are short, you are dark, you are ugly, you are a useless fellow, you are a limp, you are so stupid, you have no intellect. All these are nothing to do with Atma. Why should we feel bad? And but we get so angered. So, nor should we tell these things to the other guy. So once you remember that everyone is an Atma who has taken up this birth because of the karma vasana, because of the karma, which is right from time immemorial, the karma is a wheel which has been going on and on and on. So when was the first birth, first karma? I asked once. There is no first, there is no last. It is immemorial. There is no beginning or end. It's like a cycle. So there was no beginning of karma, of birth. It's been there. So it's been going on and on. We have taken millions of births. There is a sloka, which I do not know from where. There is a sloka which says that you see this universe. Similarly, there are very many Brahmandams. Just like this Brahma, there are very many Brahmas. For each Brahmandam, there is one Brahma. There are so many thousands of Brahmas. And there is only one Supreme Almighty who has these thousands of Brahmandams, with thousands of Brahma, the Creator. As many follicles, the hair follicles he has, Perumal has, he has so many andams. Now, in those andams there are waters, there are playam, there are waters, 70-80% of the universe is water, they say. But if you add all these waters in all these Brahmandam, and if you add all the mother's milk that I have drunk, the mother's milk that I have drunk from my mother, in all my previous births, that would be more than the pralayam, the Brahmandam waters. There is a sloka, which means how many births I have taken, you cannot imagine. Those many births. Now, it could be an exaggeration, but it is a fact that infinite number of births we take. Now, how to get rid of it? How to come out of this vicious cycle? Why should I suffer again and again and again? Mari mari pala pirappum pirande. Why? So, the Atma, with so many Atmas, so much of universe, so many Brahmandams are all part of the Sariram, attribute to the God, to the Paramatman. So, he is there. I just said Vasudeva. Vasudeva is the one who resides in everything and everyone. He in whom everything and everyone reside. So, if he is us, then he also should have my imperfections, defects. But he would not, because he is devoid of all imperfections. It is like this. People could not understand. One Shishya asked the Guru. He said he gave one ghee, full of ghee, the halwa. The halwa which was ghee dripping halwa. He gave it on his palm. So he just licked the halwa and had. It was very tasty, yummy, yummy halwa. After that, he went and washed his hand, applied soap from the hand wash soap. Then he got rid of his ghee from his palm, came back. So the Guru asked him, did you wash? Yes, I used the hand soap. Okay. Did you put the soap in your tongue? He started laughing. No, why? I just rinsed. No, the tongue also has ghee, the mouth also has ghee. Why did you not put the soap in the tongue? So, even though this example simile is not appropriate, the God does not get that imperfection, defects that we get. We get because of the karma bandham. The achetanam, the universe, is what he uses for us to live in. The shariram, the body of ours, is achetana, the matter. The universe is matter. Whereas the jivatma lives in that body. Similarly, the Paramatman lives in our shariram. He manifests in everything and everyone. Just like the Atma is so pure, our Atma, that is smeared, that is smudged, that is fully with the body and the karma vasanas. Once you remove the karma vasana, you remove the body, the pure atomic particle, the Atma, is pure, Jnana Swarupi, and same way as Paramatma. So, we should remember that, and we are eternally attached to him as a sarira. And this realization came through the practice of yoga. And that's what he was teaching, Keshidwaja. He said, you need to perform yama, niyama, asana, pranayama, pratyahara, dharana, dhyana, samadhi. The 8 limbs of yoga. Yama. Yama is moral discipline, moral vow. So, which is Yama is just discipline yourself. Every day get up at 4:30, take bath. But we get up at maybe 4:30 in the evening. Niyama, the observant, the positive duty. Asana, the posture. Pranayama, breathing techniques. Pratyahara is removing or withdrawing the sense organs from the objects. Dharana, the focused concentration. Dhyanam, meditation, contemplation. Then samadhi, the bliss or the enlightenment. So, here these 6 are the Ashtanga Yoga, they say. So, in one Upanyasam I heard it's not Ashtanga Yogam, it is Kashtanga Yogam, it is very Kashtam. So, it's so difficult. So, disciplines and practices that are primarily concerned, we need to be having ahimsa, satyam, and asteya, not stealing, being celibate, right use of energy, have a dharmic use of energy, and aparigraha, no greed, no envious, jealous of others, perasai, no greed. So this is a practice of transforming and benefiting every aspect of life. Start from few minutes and try to focus, concentrate, be disciplined. And it's not easy. We need to begin slowly, little by little. And that's what was taught by Keshidwaja in that beautiful manner. And he completed, and he said, you need to contemplate on the Divya Mangala Vigraham of Sriman Narayana, Vasudeva. And this, then you would be able to, the Vishnu Rupam, and which is Subhashrayam. It is so auspicious, so Mangalam, as well as it is such a Bhogyam. If they give you a medicine, it is bitter. And if they say, you just drink 1 glass of milk with kungumapu, saffron, and with some kalkande and with some cardamom, every day half a cup of milk, warm milk, and that's your medicine. Excellent. So, if the medicine is bhogyam as well as it's a medicine, then why not we take? And this is Vishnu Rupa. Vishnu Rupam is Parama Bhogyam as well as it is medicine. Because he himself is the doctor as well as he himself is the medicine. So Khandikya learned that and he got the Siddhi. He got the Moksham. Then finally sage Parasara comes to the fruits of reciting this Vishnu Puranam and the fruits of learning, doing the Parayanam of Vishnu Puranam. Those days in ancient times, people, elders used to recite Vishnu Purana Slokam, one chapter every day, or Srimad Ramayanam every Sargam, or Vishnu Sahasranamam every day. So, this Vishnu Puranam, even if one listens to the Vishnu Puranam, even one chapter, it gives all auspiciousness. Even to think of Vishnu Puranam and its greatness, even to think of the conversation between sage Parasara and sage Maitreya, it gives us all Mangalams. So, if a person recites or listens to this Vishnu Puranam with a desire for dharma, for the merit, for the virtue, he will get that. If he is desirous of wealth, the Aishwarya, he would get that. He would be blessed with that. If he is after the pleasures of life in a dharmic manner, he would be blessed with the bhogam. If he wants to have a progeny, a child, he would be blessed with that. So this Vishnu Puranam grants everything. The person who has taken resort, who has taken to Vasudeva, who thinks that Vasudeva is the highest goal to be reached, to be obtained by learning this Vishnu Puranam or by listening to Vishnu Puranam, becomes cleansed of all papams. Thooyomai vandu thoomalar thuvitoldu vaayinal paadi manathinal sindikka, Andal says. We offer flowers at his feet, we think of him and we sing his name. Enough. Poya pedayum pugatharuvan nindranavum thiyinil dusagum. The karma, the papam which has been accruing for so many births, so many ages, would get burnt like a matchstick, burnt stick, thrown into the heap of trash. Nothing inauspicious will happen. Navasudeva bhaktanam ashubham vidyate kvachite. Janma mrityu jara vyadi bhayam naivo apichayate. Nothing inauspicious, nothing amangalam will happen to the reciter, the learner, the listener. And they would have no fear of birth, no death, no old age, no disease. They will have no fear. All these things will happen. The death will happen, old age will happen, disease will happen, but no fear will be there. Nirbharo nirbhayosmi, no bharam, no bhayam. And that person who listens to this Vishnu Puranam with devotion, with attention, becomes blessed with sarva mangalam and happiness, joy of the self. And he would have a firmness of mind. He would have good memories. And he would have shreyas, fame. And he would have no anger, no jealousy, no greed, no evil thoughts. He would not hate somebody. And because they are true devotees of Purushottama, the Vishnu. Because he has understood that Atma is the same. Atma is of the same nature. Whether he is my enemy, or whether he scolds me, whether he abuses me, or whether he is my beloved spouse, they are all the same. They will not fathom striking anyone. So, in a round planet, there are no sides. We would not take sides. There are no favorites for God. Because he himself says, Samoham Sarva Bhuteshu. He is completely impartial. So, and here the world, along with all the Jivatma and the matter, with all these Asuras, the Devas, the evil, they are all under the control of the Lord Vasudeva. And they also say the sense organs, the mind, the buddhi, the gunas, they are all of them have Vasudeva as their Atma. Even Vasudeva resides in the matter, in the Jivatma. So there is nothing in which he is not there. Nothing. Whether it is my laptop or my phone or my table or the chair, he is there. That's why those days the elders, when I kick a newspaper with my foot, they would say, no. Don't kick with your leg. Don't touch any part with your leg. Then you would say, we are walking on the earth. What about that? That's why the elders, even in the Shastram it says, when you get up from bed, we have to seek forgiveness from Bhuma Devi, that you are placing your leg on her, on the earth. There is a sloka for that. Look at the way these people have thought about all these things. So here the right conduct have been laid down as the most important. The virtues, the Atma Gunas are required. Because the flowers that Perumal likes is Ahimsa Pratamam Pushpam Indriya Nigraha. Ahimsa, non-violent, Pratamam Pushpam Indriya Nigraha. The sense control. And Jnana Pushpam, Tapah Pushpam, Dhyana Pushpam, Tataivacha. So Dhyanam, Tapas, Jnanam, Sarvabhuta Daya Pushpam. Daya on Sarvabhutam, in all beings. Daya, Karunyam. So there are 8 Pushpams, which these would please Vishnu. So Satyam Ashtavidam Pushpam, being truthful, to be kind, to be truthful, use our energy in a worthwhile manner. We will not only benefit ourselves, we would send positive vibes to everything and everyone around us. So, do I follow? Not even 0.01%. But let's rededicate and remind ourselves of all these things and attempt to take an inch forward. Perumal would uplift us and would help us. Again, it's our great fortune, Bhagyam, to share with you the Vishnu Puranam. And on the 28th, perhaps we would have a summary of Vishnu Puranam in person. And I would, for those who are not able to attend, I would send a recording. Thank you. Dhanyosmi. Kavitarkika Sinhaya Kalyana Gunashaline Srimate Venkateshaya Vedanta Gurave Namaha. Bhagyam.